Yo. Yeah. Say what's real.
My father figure keep me guided, I'm always protected. Not a single wrong, I don't ever get corrected. Light over my shoulders, tales from a priest. Take a Psalms 23 and sit your tail to a seat. Legendary in a way, but nothing like a tall tale. False God, set them up, they all fail. Fantasies, they all sell. Nothing in my time can compare to the timeless. The light behind my rhyme and the one who I get in line with. Ain't no other lane for this fire flame minister. Descended from a higher plane, ain't no higher name from the one. When a gun jam, I figure you know now. Divine power follow me, that's just how it be. I can testify for sure, my heart not pure, but still I get to see a day that I did not work for. Bodies dropping with the climate, gas raising on black faces. Still I'm the one who made it. I just be thinking when I roll, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. The Most High, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. I feel like everywhere I go, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. The Most High. With my conscience, I acknowledge that there is a higher power. Look at me. False idols never promise victory. You survive cause you was meant to. Stop the guessing, you a prized possession. Blessing from the sky, ain't no higher lesson. I'm a messenger, you should get with this rhythm. Gospel, you ain't gotta be poor with chains no more. Flip up your master plate, don't be captivated by your master space. The earth is yours, but first the one we know gon' have to pass away. Destiny, you part of a higher design. They tell me the sight of his eyes like fire and wines. Coming at the wild child who made it through the birth canal. One shot, amazing how you missed the kiss of death. Life was in your step, people turned away from out this way, never coming back. Slipped and fell inside the cracks, landed on their back, but you 10 toes in the field, still in one piece, for real from the bottom, where all kind of brothers get easily killed. Rest in peace to them. You part of a higher design, they tell me the sight of his eyes like fire and wine. When I roll, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. The Most High, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. I feel like everywhere I roll, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. Most High, I said something keep watching me. Something keep watching me.
Welcome to Pillars of Rest, where you can find special material for our sisters, by our sisters. This is a Sons of Thunder exclusive platform focused on building, encouraging, uplifting, and engaging with the daughters of Zion. Here you'll find personalized and interactive content geared towards showing what it truly means to be a pillar of rest. Interviews, scripture breakdowns, tips on motherhood, marriage, and testimonials are just the beginning of the many things to learn from and enjoy in this program.
Most people just wear clothes, but some wear a message, a reminder of who we are and who we stand for. This isn't fast fashion, it's covenant, it's culture, it's identity, built with purpose, designed to last, created for those who refuse to blend in. When you step out, let your garments speak. Before you do, join the movement.
I'm wearing an Israelites brand.
That's when I be yelling, I'm Jew by blood. Y'all dudes not us. And I don't believe in y'all, but in y'all I trust. I'm just a common coolie commandment keeper. I know it's hard to live righteously in the land of evil. They got you feeling like damaged goods around damaged people. And truly life is a movie, just can't demand a sequel. Verily, all you hypocrites, heresies and Pharisees only fear God, so I know the devil's scared of me. They stole us from my land, they stole our land.
Coming with a mouthful of gold and gold chains around our neck.
That's why they think of airing me, saying what God's saying like
Shop the collection now before it sells out. Click the link below and secure yours today.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. Shabbat shalom, family. Most high will y'all having a blessed night, and the water for tuning in to SOT After Hours, the Quiet Storm, man. First and foremost, we want to start off by giving, of course, all praises, honor, glory, and thanks to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahushai. Double honors due to our General Yahweh all, and of course, all the Adonai over here at the Sons of Thunder who teach this doctrine and, of course, are consistent with it and teach it very well, man. And the water to you, right? Let me get hold on. Let's get some clapping in the chat, man. Let's get some claps, man. The water to you, Israel, for joining us, man. And of course, although it's late, I know it's late, right? Even still, for tuning in to SOT After Hours over here with the Bay Area channel, man, kicking it with us tonight as we, of course, we bring in this Sabbath day, right? But of course, before we get started, as usual, man, let's get into a few announcements. Of course, if you're looking to join the body, be sure to send us an email to sotisraelites@gmail.com. We just finished the prospect phase. We conducting interviews all throughout this week, man. So if you are in your own state or your own city, SOT not established out there, you say, man, where's SOT at? Right? You be that brother, right? Build yourself up. Most I want to establish your own camp within due time, man. But somebody needs to do it, right? But send us an email to sotisraelites@gmail.com to inquire about our prospect phase. We're looking to start most high willing as soon as Passover, as soon as we finish with Passover, right? But the same thing goes for our sisters, man. Y'all are an integral part of building our kingdom, right? We need you, sisters, right? Send an email to pillarsofrest@gmail.com, as of course we're looking to begin a new prospect phase for them upcoming soon too, right? Shalom to everybody in the chat, man. It's good to see y'all, family. The water for joining us, right? On top of that, of course, be sure you're in attendance for our feast days. Send an email to sotfeastday@gmail.com, of course, for more information. I'm not going to go back over all these things. I know the general went through it for the most part, right? But just a brief summary, we have new moon coming up on the 18th. Be sure you're in attendance for that. Hey, man, we turned up for the New Year's all the time in the world, man. But we not going to turn up and show out for the new moon, for the new year of our own calendar. We can't do that, Israel. Show up and show out. And of course, show up for Yahweh, man, for this upcoming new moon first month, man. Celebrate the new year with us, family. But of course, RSVP by sending an email to sotfeastday@gmail.com, man, and join us, and we'll hope to see you in attendance. Speaking of attendance, make sure you're joining us for Passover 2026, man, at April the 1st at sundown, right? We'll be holding it out in Atlanta. For, of course, more details, send us that email. But this link to purchase your tickets is the QR code at the top left corner of your screen, right? So if you're watching this on your TV, maybe take a screenshot with your phone, and hey, you'll be able to access the portal to get your tickets for Passover. Of course, don't do it now, but wait until after the Sabbath day. And hey, man, most high will see you there. Other than that, make sure you're tuned in with our Patreon. Most high will, and of course, through your support to the body, we can bring you consistent edification that will help you in your walk, man. Right? That's what we do this for, right? Shoot. We can say a lot about this, but of course, we can say most definitely, if you would love to support the body, man, we want to support you too. So definitely make sure you tapped in with everything that SOT has to offer. Of course, all of our classes, like you tuned in right now. Make sure you join us for tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for bar, man. Don't miss that class, right? And on top of that, of course, you know, we have SOT After Hours, which you're on right now. And tonight, we're going to be getting into dreams. Right now, listen, we can go many places with this discussion, right? And of course, we will be going many places with this discussion, but you got to tune in for that, right? But of course, we don't want to leave you hanging and whatnot. Make sure you tune in with SOT Reactions on, of course, this same exact channel. Drops most high every single Wednesday, right? Make sure you're tuned in with that. And of course, everything that the camp has to offer, man. We trying to steamroll this truth, and of course, trying to make this kingdom established, man. Right? I'm trying to build up our people. But other than that, though, I'm going to go ahead and yield to my brother Asa Allah, right? Because he got some wisdom to bring out for y'all tonight.
Hey, shalom, shalom, family. How about Shim Yashai Barakatam? How about Shim Yashai Shabaratam to the brothers and sisters, man? Again, thank y'all for being here, man. And like the brother said, we ain't gonna hold y'all up too long. We're just gonna jump straight into this. Like the brother said, we got some wisdom for y'all tonight. And tonight we're gonna be coming mainly out of the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, and I need verse 17.
Con. It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, and verse number 17. For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love.
Right. So what the Adawan Solomon is talking about right here, the subject of the sentence is wisdom. The very true beginning of wisdom is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love. Right. So that's the key. The care of discipline is love. I want to get another precept real quick. Can we go to Sirach chapter 19, and I think I'm on verse 20. Yes.
Sirach 19 and 20.
Con.
This is the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiastes chapter 19 and verse 20. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law, and the knowledge of his omnipotency.
Right. In all wisdom is the performance of the law. And what did it say at the top? The fear of the Lord is all wisdom. Right? The fear of the Lord is the fulfillment of your wisdom, right? So let's go back to that Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6 and verse 17.
Con, verse 17. For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love.
Right. So discipline goes right hand in hand with fearing the Lord, right? If you fear the Lord, you're going to be disciplined, right? Keep reading on that. Read verse 18 for me, sir.
And love is the keeping of her laws, and the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption.
Read on.
And incorruption maketh us near unto God.
Right. So the love that comes with that discipline, that comes with wisdom, is the keeping of the laws of the Most High God, right? Love is keeping the Most High God's laws. Now, where else do we see that in the scriptures, right? Can you give me the book of Romans chapter 13, verse 10?
Con.
I think that's what I want.
Romans 13 and 10?
Mm-hmm.
Con. It's the book of Romans chapter 13 and verse 10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law.
Love is the what?
Is the fulfilling of the law.
Right. So Paul is teaching the same thing Solomon was teaching, right? Love is wisdom, is fulfilling the law, right? The fulfillment of your wisdom, the fulfillment of your wisdom is loving your neighbor, right? And what are you doing when you're loving your neighbor? Give me Matthew 22 and 39, Brother Shah.
Con. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 22, and verse 39. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Right, so that's the same thing that Paul was saying. Love is the fulfillment of the law of God. On the two commandments, love God and love your neighbor as yourself. That's the entirety of the law, right? And that's not saying those are the only two things you got to do. No, that's saying that doing the law is doing those things. When you're not committing adultery with your neighbor, you're loving your neighbor. When you're keeping the Sabbath holy, you're loving God, right? So on and so forth, all throughout the Torah, right? So let's finish out that Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 20.
Con. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6 and verse 20.
Yeah, 6.
Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom.
Bring to a what?
Bringeth to a kingdom.
Hey, the desire of wisdom will bring it to a kingdom. It's going to bring us to a kingdom. When the nation desires wisdom, and what is wisdom, right? It's the love of discipline. It's the love of your neighbor. It's the keeping of the laws. When the nation desires wisdom and we're loving each other in the spirit of the Most High God and we're keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments, hey, that's what this is right here.
That's right.
Right? That's community purpose. That's building a nation. That's establishing a code. Right? And we got to do these things through prayer and through faith in the Most High God. That's all I got on that, man. I mean you over
I mean, think about it like this. When it comes to that point, man, we have the desire to love one another. And of course, love is not just it's not a feeling, right? Of course, you know, we say, well, you just gotta love, brother. That's it. That's all. And we leave it at that. But love is, again, action, right? Again, Christ says, why call you me Lord, Lord, and do not the things that I say, right? We say we love somebody, we got to show that thing. I believe they had a song like that, right? You got to do more than just say it. You got to prove that thing. So when it comes to that point, we got to do that for our people. When we desire to love one another, when we desire to have that discipline, that self-restraint, to make those sacrifices of things that we may value. Somebody may value revenge. Oh, you're not gonna get over on me, right? Oh no, I'm gonna get mine. Shoot, you may value that, but that's something that we gotta sacrifice, right? You got a precept?
Yeah, I just wanted to go back over this one more time because I feel like I kind of glossed over it. I didn't get to the bottom of this part. And explaining what this part means. And the care of discipline is love. Your reverence towards how important discipline is to you, that's going to determine your how you love your people, right? I want to let me get it in a different translation. We'll just read it off the screen. This is in the NRSV. It says, the concern for instruction is love, or is the love of wisdom. So your concern for the instruction, that is love. You gotta have a want for instruction. You gotta have a reverence for wisdom and instruction in order for you to love anything, especially in order to love your people, right? But yeah, no, that was all I had on that. I wanted to just pop in on that point.
Man, because our people, we say it all the time, man. Like, man, like they make these jokes out of these things, man. They say we do not care and things of that nature, right? But that care is what's gonna bring everything that you want, man. Right? That care and that desire is literally what's holding us back, man. Our desires is misplaced, right? So that's an excellent precept, man. Especially leading into what, of course, you know, we're going into tonight, being dreams, man. We dream and hope for a lot of things, but we're not hoping for a better place. We're not hoping for a righteous kingdom, man. Of course, we comfortable in wickedness, right? But that desire of discipline, that desire of wisdom, that desire to fear God, that desire to love our people is what's going to bring us to a kingdom, right? But we say, stall that every time we say, you know what, I'm going to continue in this wickedness. We say, we'll stall that every time we decide, well, you know what, I'm going to choose to bear this grudge. I'm going to choose to seek revenge on this matter, right? It's all about what the sister said, actions, right? And of course, actions begin with the heart. That's what Solomon is teaching there. So if we change our mind, we can truly change this world, man. The general says it every time after class, and he says it for a reason, man. But it's up to us to apply that thing. And I'm gonna go ahead and yield there, man. That's an excellent point to bring out for tonight.
Soft and warm, the quiet storm, yeah, the storm.
All praises to the Most High God. All praise to the Most High God. Can y'all hear me? Can I be heard well? Coming in nice and clear.
Counter the one.
excellent teaching from our brothers up there. Excellent teachers from our brothers up there. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh. I'm only able to do so by Hamashiach Yahweh Shah, who the world English calls Jesus Christ. Hey, this is your good brother, Captain Shalom. Coming to y'all back again with another After Hours. Y'all heard the song. First song. The first class. Hold on. The first class to have a theme song. First class to have a theme song.
Yeah.
2 theme songs at that. 2 things. I just want to throw that. Just want to throw that out there. Just want to throw that out there, right? You know, make sure y'all send this to the bar for bar folks. You know, they think they got it. You know, if you want to call it a jangle, or a jingle. Kick that brother out. Kick that brother out. Hold on. Okay, we good. Hold on. We good. You know, no problem. But actually, bar for bar, you know, if you want to call it a jingle, fine. I'm the first one, but SOT, they got a little jangle. You know, if, you know, bar for bar, yeah, they got a little song, right? They got a song. I may throw that up on here. I may play it on my class. I don't know. But no hate. But we do got to get the general.
The Sabbath class song.
Sabbath class song. You know, double honors to General Yahweh all and all of our elders and teachers that have came before us to give us understanding. Give us the understanding. You know, excellent teaching from our brothers. They're gonna help me on tonight. I don't gotta go through the announcements or anything. Y'all got that. Make sure y'all secure y'all seat for Passover. Go ahead and scan that QR code up there. If I got a moderator in the chat, or maybe one of y'all could throw it for me, that link in there, you can get it double. You know,
I get
live
posted
from
on
the
one.
Vatican. Hey, kind of live from the Vatican, right? You know, make sure y'all secure y'all seats. You know, hey, we about to get into it. Dreams. Where is that? Sister over there dreaming. What do these dreams mean? These vivid dreams or whatnot. Before we get into it, give me Romans 8:26. Let's start here. Romans 8:26. We're gonna go through the spirit tonight. We're gonna clear some things up. Oh, what does this dream mean? What does that mean? Or this, I dreamed this and it came true. Calm down. I understand. Go ahead and read it when you got it. You make sure, hey, if you really want to understand this, make sure we're gonna have to go through some precepts tonight. Asal, I see you over there handy on the scriptures. Post the scriptures. The right scriptures. Go ahead and read that. One of y'all read that.
Counter to one. This is the book of Romans chapter 8 and verse 26. Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities. For we know not what we should pray for as we ought. But the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered.
So in the same way that the Spirit is, that's so much that Spirit comes to us in our infirmities and our weakness. We don't always know exactly what to pray for, or what to even offer a prayer, or even how to offer a prayer. A lot of us, when it came to the truth, we didn't even know how to pray anymore. We thought, we was praying wrong, right? But now we in the truth, but sometimes we still feeling like that. But the Spirit itself, the Spirit Himself, for Christ is our mediator, right? He knows exactly what we need, our need at the right time. And therefore, it intercedes on our behalf with signs and groanings. Too deep for words to understand. So continue your prayers. Continue our prayers. I'm going to ease into this thing. Y'all know how I do. You know, let's fly around the airport. You know, if you was back on our clubhouse days, let's fly. It ain't gonna be too long. Let's fly around the airport for a minute. I know y'all already get it. You know, some of y'all, hey, what did Solomon say about dreams? What did David say about dreams? You know, what about Job over here? Oh, so, you know, I got a monster in the room with me. I seen the dick. We gonna slow your roll. Slow your roll. But what the other teachers over there, you know, this teacher, profound teacher over there, he's having dreams, and these people are having dreams over here, and it seems to come true, or they follow along. Just follow along. We're gonna get some. Give me John. I think I want to start. I already started. Go to John 4. Start at 21.
Count to the one. John 4 and 21.
Uh-huh.
Count to the one. It's the book of John, chapter 4 and verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh saith unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father.
So right there, the hour's gonna come. You don't have to worship God. I don't know if I told this before. Sabbath is not the only day that we worship. Sabbath is not the only day that the Israelites worship. Whether you keep a regular Shabbat like us, a Friday at sundown to Saturday sundown, or you keep a lunar Shabbat. Those are not the only days that we worship. When you keep on the commandments, that is a form of worship. When you're obeying God's word, that is a form of worship. When you're in prayer, that is a form of worship. When you love your brother and your sister as though how you love yourself, that is a form of worship to the Most High God. Not just on a certain day. Just like this woman here, not just in Jerusalem, not just in the land. You don't have to serve. No, the scriptures don't teach that you must be in the land to serve God or to keep certain feast days. No, that's wrong. Continue on, verse 22.
Count to the one. Ye worship, ye know not what.
Mm-hmm.
We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
Read on.
But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him.
So I pray that we are, as we elevate in our spirit. I'm going to tell y'all this. I tell the brothers in the school this all the time, in the campus, and even some of my close people that are in my circle. It's not going to get easier. You have to complete your mission. Look into our ancestors. Look into the generations of old. One example, Christ. The closer Christ got to glory, the harder it got, the more challenging it got. Until he completed his mission, until he did exactly what was required of him, until he said it is finished, and he went on the right-hand side of the Father, Yahweh. And he's waiting with us. He's waiting for us to drink new wine in the kingdom with him, that we may be on the right-hand side of the Father with him. Using Christ as an example, Christ taught this: those that endure to the end, that same shall be saved. What does this got to do with dreams? It's going to link. Calm your mind. I'm trying to calm your minds. Fly around the airport for a minute. Got to usher into this. You have to be in the right spirit to understand it. Let's get the law. Let's get the law. Just hold the law up on the screen. I mean, just get the law for me. We don't got to put it up right now. Just get the Numbers 12 and 6. Actually, you know what? I want to do it. Yeah, Numbers 12 and 6. I'm gonna say it. Now I'm gonna say a couple of things. So with that understanding, I hope brothers and sisters are in the right spirit. We just came off of an educational Sabbath class with the general on the main channel. Make sure y'all tap in, subscribe. And I'm gonna say this: these classes are not meant to be watched once. The class he just did a few minutes ago, you must go back with your notepad and your pen and your Bibles. One of y'all read that.
You know, Salaki, if I may, real quick. What's crazy is yesterday when I was on campus, I was sitting and I was chilling in a little courtyard, and a Christian came up to me because there's like a whole bunch of Christian warriors at my I go to school at. And a dude came up to me, he was hey bro, you mind if I read this passage of scripture to you? I was like, yeah, go for it, bro. And this was the scripture he read to me. I don't know what kind of coincidence that is, but this is the scripture that he read to me yesterday. But nah, that's besides the point.
Oh, we're getting spooky. It's after.
See that? Maybe it was a dream. Maybe I was asleep.
You never know.
Oh, snap. All right, I'm gonna read it. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 12 and verse 6. And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream.
So right there. No, stay right there. Yeah. Stay right there. So he said, hear my words, right? Yahweh unto Moses. What is I got to do it like this. What is a prophet? I got to do the basics. I get it. I understand it. Well, we already know what a prophet is. We are on Paul taught this. We are Paulites over here. We are Paulites, we Sirachlites, we just Bibleites from Genesis all the way to Revelation and everything in between. Paul taught this. There are people that are on different spiritual levels in this world. So if you know what a prophet is, hey, all praises. But what is a prophet? A prophet is someone that speaks before it happens. That's a prophet. The weatherman can be considered a prophet. Well, don't get too spooky. A prophet is someone that speaks before it has happened. Now, what makes you a prophet of God? Read that again. Oh, you don't be the king.
Numbers 12 and 6. And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and I will speak unto him in a dream.
So what makes you a prophet from God is that God is going to speak to you in a vision, in a dream. But we all get dreams. We all got, hey, I'm going to break it down. But first, let's knock some things out the way. What is dreaming? You have different stages of dreaming. You have something that's called the N1 and N2. That's when you start to go in a trance a little bit, right? You start to slowly fall asleep. You have those rapid eye movements. Then after that, you go into something that is called a deep sleep. You're not dreaming at this stage of a deep sleep. Sometimes, brothers and sisters, when you go to sleep, you don't have a dream at all. You know for a fact you didn't have a dream. It's just you blacked out. You're in a deep sleep. Dreams come from a part of your brain that's called the hippocampus. One of the back parts of your brain, where the front part of your brain, the part of your brain that's operational, that's thinking this, that, and the third. Did I pronounce that right, Q? Hippocampus?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, praises. Drop a bomb for me for enunciating and pronunciation of words correctly. Because y'all know how I kind of, all right? Did my study on this. Dreams come from the part of your brain called the hippocampus. That's that part of your brain that holds all your memories and the things of that's going on, right? Day-to-day things, everything. So when your front part of your brain shuts down, that is what activates your thinking parts, all of that. You get into an effect, indirectly, letting your hippocampus, it starts to run crazy. It's just going. That's why sometimes you'll be a place at school, or it's one part you're at school, and then you go to the lunchroom, and now you're over there all of a sudden at camp. Then you look towards your left, you see somebody that you haven't seen in years. You talk with them, you helping them out. Then you turn back. Now you got a freeway right in front of you. Hey, I can recall a dream. I'm gonna get into lucid dreaming. Some people can recall their dreams. I had a dream, right? Don't get wicked. Slack you. Ain't that type of after hours things, right? The Lord told me. I'm being for real. Sometimes I gotta paint the picture for y'all. Then you over there helping a person out, and then you over here on the side of a freeway, and it's a bridge. Now all of a sudden you in a forest somewhere, camouflage and hiding. Then you see SpongeBob run across the way for some odd reason. And then you wake up, and it's like just like that. That is your hippocampus. It's taking all those directly thoughts, the things, or you may have seen, you yourself didn't see that person, but where your brain works, everything that you see is recording it. You didn't see that person over there. What you didn't recognize, or when I say recognize, not as you know that individual, but you didn't, you seen that person in the grocery store line with you, or at your school, or just walking down the street. Then all of a sudden they in your dream, vividly in your dream. That's what's running crazy. That's when you become I see the sister put it in the chat, where she said non. That's deep sleep is non-REM sleep. When you're in a deep sleep, no, you're not in a dream state. After you pass, it's 4 stages of sleep. N1 and the N2, when you get those rapid eye movements and stuff, you're in a kind of a trance, it's easy for you to kind of wake up, right? Then you go into the deep sleep, which is pitch black, you're sleeping good, right? You get those sleep marks on your face, right? Your mouth is open, you're drooling and whatnot. You wake up like, damn. And you know for a fact you didn't have a dream. Then you come to something, when you do get into a dream state, it's called the REM. Not the realm. Not the realm. The REM. R-E-M.
This thing get spooky with it.
Yeah, because niggas want to get spooky with the shit. Like you. I ain't going. But you get to a part that's called the REM. The REM. R-E-M. That's when your hippocampus is running wild, where your dreams, when things start, like I just said, your mind, your subconscious, it starts making things connect. It don't make sense, but it's connecting. It's making things connect. It's something that's called the stress. In my research, it's something that's called the stress. I gotta do this part first for you to understand what the prophets were doing. It's something that's called the stress non-adrenaline. Not non-adrenaline. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Or this part where it's difficult for emotions and difficult parts of your life and emotions, things, this, that, and the third. That thing, it's a chemical in your brain. That thing comes into play too in your brain. So all these things are going on. That is why your dreams are so vivid. In general meaning, dreams are a mental experience that occur during sleep. And the REM stage, your last part, the 4 parts. Well, of course, images, thoughts, emotions, and memories. Sometimes brothers and sisters will have a repetitive dream. Sometimes brothers and sisters will have dreams on end time things. I'm gonna put myself. Don't want to put myself out there. I think I want to put myself out there. Back in the world. I had a dream, and hey, that's it. Son, I can't. Hugh, can you pronounce that for me? I got it written down. Sun ambulance. Yeah, that's it. That's the part of that's another chemical that goes into your hippocampus, the part of your brain where it has all those where dreams connects this, that, and the third. Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So I had a dream. I wasn't in the truth. It was the night before Valentine's Day, and I was dealing with a sister at the time. But your subconscious kind of already knows, but sometimes we suppress certain things and we don't want to, And I had a dream that, right, like daydreaming. And I had a dream like, basically, like I remember it vividly in detail, but I don't want to put all my business out there. But the sister had went off and cheated on me, right? Sister had went off and cheated on me, and in that dream, I ain't gonna give you the details of the dream, right? And then I woke up, man, and that's that part, that's that chemical. So sometimes when you wake up in your dream, you think that is real. Sometimes you be fighting in your dream. I could fight in my dream. I've somewhat have learned the skill of lucid dreaming. I'm gonna get into that next, one thing at a time. I be running and I know how to do it. I know how to punch. But sometimes you wake up and you're punching, you waking yourself up out of your seat and you punching. That's that chemical. That's that part of your, it connects your daydreaming part to reality. But it's still your emotions. Y'all didn't know I was gonna go on this level. Y'all thought I was gonna go straight to Job. I was gonna go straight to Ecclesiasticus.
Hey, out of one.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you said the hippocampus, I was just like, oh yeah, I was just like, because I recognize that term from like school, so I was just like, oh yeah, it was like, this is a different kind of lesson. But just a quick point, that's why you wake up sometimes and shoot, you got a dream that was scary. You wake up, you in a cold sweat. Like, what was that? Or you wake up or you're in tears. You had a sad dream, right? All of these come about through exactly what Adawan is going into. I'm gonna go ahead and yield the point, but just wanted to add to it.
Hey, all praises. That's which we're gonna get. We're gonna get into them. What the dreams? Why do I feel like? What does that mean? Don't get into. I got it. Like the brother said. Fly around the airport for a minute. I'm in a crock pot right now. It ain't there yet. I got to break down the scientific part about it before I get to the Bible, and it's all going to make sense. I did the one section with your faith a bit. Now I'm in the science section, and I'm gonna get into it, and then we're gonna end the class out, and you're gonna be able to be married and enjoy the rest of your Sabbath, right? Day of rest. Now, psychologists believe dreams can be the mind's way of processing different things, right? Sort of emotions, working through problems. That's why some people say, sleep on it.
Yes.
What I hit. Sleep on it. Some people, something I've learned from our elder is that when you're mad, don't give a response. Don't engage, because you're not in the correct state of mind at that point. You may the consequences of you acting out of the state of being out of the state of anger may not be the best result that you would like to have. So within that's why some people say, let me sleep on it. And other things, it should be understandable, right? Now, me, myself, I gave up. It's probably somebody else probably said it before, but I came with it in my own mind. Maybe I read something in the Bible and I took, but a proverb from Solomon or Solomon about me, myself, not King Solomon, is that give Give an answer. What did I say? I told this to you, Q. And give an answer 2 times before you give an answer.
Yes.
Give an answer 2 times before you give an answer. And y'all can sleep on that. Y'all can sleep. If you didn't catch it, you catch it in the morning. Give an answer 2 times before you give an answer. Right? That's the general meaning. Now, there's other views to look at it. There's other views. We could get in. We're going to get into the biblical definition, but not understand this as we advance. Not all dreams are spirit. Give me Ecclesiastes. I think that's 5 and 7. Let me branch off a little bit. I think that's what I want. Ecclesiastes 5 and 7.
Want it up on the screen or the one?
Yeah, put that one up on the screen.
Count it away.
I kind of wanted to wait for later for that one, but it's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it. For in the multitude of dreams and many words, there are also diverse vanities like you. But fear thou God. I'm gonna loop back around to that. You can take that off the screen. Modern psychology suggests that dreams are a reflection of the subconscious thoughts, which is true. That has been studied. It also reveals fears, desires, and stress. Sometimes it helps the brain organize the things that's going on in your life. So you got your fears, desires, and stress. Like I said, that part, the hippocampus part of your brain, is running because the front part of your brain, I forgot the name of it, but it shuts down.
The frontal lobe.
The frontal lobe, right? It shuts down. That part, it's not dead, but it's not. I can't think of the word. It's not operating at the moment.
It's inactive.
That's the word. It's inactive because your brain still has to. You can't. This is how good God is. You can't tell your heart to pump blood. You can't tell your heart when you do heavy activity. You can't tell your heart, no, pour more blood. You can't tell your lungs to inhale and exhale. When you go to sleep, that happens. You can tell when you get a cut, the chemicals in your brain, you can't tell it to go start sending blood cells and make it clot so a scab can form and to heal itself. No, it automatically does that. But your brain controls that. All these things start to happen. All these things goes on. From stressful events, things that's going on can produce anxious dreams. The things that you take in around you, your subconscious, the times that we're in, some things may be a little bit kind of unsettling. I will say that. Because right now we're hearing wars and rumors of wars. Catch C4M and Captain Micaiah on Thursdays, 8:45 EST time on the main channel. Back to it. We've got to do commercials for everybody. So then, taking current events in, it can stress you. On top of your own personal life, this, that, and the third is all, but you can't control it. Your brain starts to try to analyze that thing. Some things that you think about, you may it may appear in a dream. You may think about that. Sometimes people will have a happy place or a common state that they try to go to before they go to sleep, right? Things of that nature. But understand this: not all dreams. Go back up for me. Not all dreams are spiritual. Now, let's advance. After I got the science portion out the way, let's get spiritual. Let's get biblical. Give me Ecclesiastes 5:3.
Count it to one. You want it up on the screen first?
Count it
to one.
There's a few precepts I want to go through. Okay, go ahead and read that, Q.
Count it to one. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
For a multitude of for a dream cometh through the multitude of business, and a fool's voice is known by multitude of words.
So what Solomon is saying here, that dreams come through work, through business. He's teaching this is vanity. Read on.
Read verse 4.
Jump down to verse 7 again. Jump down to verse 7.
Count it to one. Verse 7. For in the multitude of dreams and many words there are also diverse vanities, but fear thou God.
How do I know my dream is from the Most High God? There are many. Sometimes your dreams don't mean anything at all. Sirach taught us which we're going to get, but don't take too much thought. I'm gonna tell y'all this now, which I'm gonna loop back around to it. Don't take too much thought on your dreams. That's why I did that whole science portion beforehand. Don't take too much thought on your dreams. Yes, sometimes your dreams may come true, but it's your subconscious because you kind of suppress things, you don't really know it. And then you have those who are spiritual, you have something that's called discernment. And the Most High God may reveal some things like that, like, see, you just stepped on it. Now you see how that works. Not a dream, but the multiple. A lot of dreams are just vain. You go to sleep. Brothers and sisters be slumped. Some taking 2-3 naps throughout the day, then going to bed. I'm not talking about being a sluggard. We did that lesson on being a sluggard. And sometimes every time that you do go to sleep, you are going to have a dream. Sometimes you go through a state of a period where you not have a dream. Sometimes the certain things that you eat can affect the way you dream. That's why they say, or the elders used to tell you, don't eat candy before bed, or you're gonna have nightmares, or don't eat before bed because you're gonna have nightmares. All right, it does affect. But let's advance. Give me Acts 2:17. And then I want Job 33:15 after that. Okay, go ahead.
It's the book of Acts chapter 2 and verse 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith God, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams.
So there are going to have, in the last days, people are going to have dreams from the Most High God. We have seen that in the nation over the past few years. But when the author says he's going to pour out his spirit upon all flesh, the Most High God is going to send different spirits down. But King Solomon said, fear God. It's going to make sense. He told us to fear God when it comes down to dreams. Give me Job 33:15. Then I want Jeremiah 23 after that. I'm showing y'all something. Now, Job was an upright man, a beloved of God, in good standing with God, right? Read that.
Count it to one. Oh, you got it, King.
No, it's the book of Job.
I got a lot of reading. Let Q read it, and then I'm gonna have y'all switch off a little later.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a lot of reading.
It's the book of Job, chapter 33 and verse 15. in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed.
Read.
Then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction.
So Job, and we know that the Most High God goes, he reveals things through when you're in a trance state of being. Read on.
That he may withdraw men from his purpose, and hide pride from men.
Read on.
He keepeth back his soul from the pit, and his life from perishing by the sword.
So that's enough on that. What do I want? The dark in the I want the black figure. Let's deal with that now.
Job 4.
Okay, go to Job 4. Let's do. It's not on my list, but since we're in Job, let's just deal with that. Let's just deal with that.
Counter to one.
So I missed something slightly. There's something that's lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is that when you're in the REM state, you are aware that you are asleep. You're aware that you are dreaming, and which is sometimes kind of. I ain't gonna speak too much on that. But when you're lucid dreaming, and when you are aware that you are asleep, this is gonna tie into this perfectly. When you're aware that you are asleep, you can kind of control your dream. Oh, I'm asleep. I can do whatever I want. Sometimes you kind of see that in movies and cartoons and stuff. That's real. That is real. Don't pay too much on it, but that's very simple to understand. Well, lucid dream is something that you're aware that you are asleep, and sometimes you can control your dreams like that. Sometimes I wake up from a dream, and the dream was so good and it felt so real, Asala, you try to go back up in that thing. But then sometimes you have dreams, not seen, where you mad at somebody, and you or whatever it was, you want to go back and go get that food. You wake up, you want to wake up, and oh hell no, you ain't gonna get away with that. I gotta go back and go.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have a little bit of that too. And sometimes that dream just be so, just lovely. I mean lovely, Asala, right? And then you can't have that dream no more again. But I digress from that. Go ahead and find me that precept there. Because sometimes you have something that's called nightmares.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Sometimes I'll be trying to get the hell up out my dream.
Right, which is going to usher to us here. Sometimes you have something that's called nightmares. So then you have something that when you have a what is it called? I can't think of when it feels when you can't move. You're
a sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
All praise to the Most High God. I haven't had sleep paralysis since I came into this truth. Back before I started reading my Bible and understanding things, I used to have sleep paralysis all the time. I used to have nightmares, this, that, and the third. Right. Then it's been times I have seen a dark figure. Go ahead and read that.
Counter to one. It's the book of Job, chapter.
So I want you to start at 12 or no 13.
Counter to one. It's the book of Job, chapter 4, and verse number 13. In thoughts from the visions of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men.
Brothers and sisters, y'all should understand that already. What this is meaning by what we already broke down. Read on.
Fear came upon me, and trembling, which made all my bones to shake. Then a spirit passed before my face. The hair of my flesh stood up. It stood still, but I could not discern the form thereof. An image was before mine eyes. There was silence, and I heard a voice saying,
Slack you right there. Go back. Oh, that's it on that. Y'all read that for the rest of yourselves. It stood still. A dark figure passed before Job's eyes. Some brothers will teach that this is called sleep paralysis, or just the straight dark figure. Right? Sometimes, and I have experienced this before, and other brothers and sisters can testify to this. And it's like an entity is in the room with you. Well, I'm gonna give you a little piece if you ever have experienced this, or even sleep paralysis. Then, okay, the brother corrected me on lucid dreaming is not astral projection. There's a difference in being able to, which is okay, yeah, which is it was something that I did miss. It's something that I did miss with that though. Hey, thank you. If you ever experienced that, all you got to do is call out the name of the Most High. Overpower that thing and understand where you're at, and a sense of calmness shall be upon you, and you'll be all right. But with that being said, we're not nightmares out the way. We're not gonna dwell on nightmares. This right here is gonna cover that covered all night. Because even you may not experience this. You just may just have a nightmare, a terrible dream, right? And it scares the hell out you. You want to escape that thing. Give me Jeremiah 23 and 32. And it scared the hell out you. The same thing there. Call upon the name of the Lord. You'll be all right. Understand where you're at. There's peace and safety. Because like I said, what I just broke down before, your mind is just running. It's a lot of things that's going on, and your brain is trying to connect everything. That's all that is. But it's very, as you guys can see, it's thin lines in between it all. It's very thin lines in between it all. And it's up to you to be on the straight and narrow to discern these kinds of things. Go ahead and read that, Jeremiah 23 and 32.
Order the one. Did you want it on the screen first or no?
If we could pull it on, yeah.
Counter the one. It's the book of Jeremiah chapter.
Then I'm gonna have you read one more, then we're gonna switch off on readers.
Counter the one. It's the book of Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 32. Mm-hmm. Behold, I am against them that prophesy false dreams, saith the Lord, and do tell them.
God speaking right here. This is God speaking to the prophet of Jeremiah. Right? Read on.
And do tell them, and cause my people to err by their lies, and by their lightness. Yet I sent them not, nor commanded them. Therefore they shall not profit this people at all, saith Yahweh.
And we've seen that happen before we got it's like, yeah, I just had a brain fog. Instances, we can pull up examples of this happening, but I gotta relate it today. You have people that will come to you, oh, I had a dream about this, that, and the third about you, or this, that, and it doesn't come to pass. It doesn't come true. Sometimes you know that person is lying. God says he's against those false prophecies of dreams. Then you go, sometimes people that have these kinds of dreams, they get into a high stature in society. And they have a great amount of following. And they're telling these people lies. Because they did have a dream, but it was a dream unto vanity. It meant nothing. And they acted on nothingness. Ooh, don't act on nothingness. That's a lesson by itself. That's for another time. This here, you got to discern different dreams. This is even for yourself. That's why I'm gonna teach y'all. Don't take too much thought on your dreams. I'm gonna constantly say that, but at the same time, I'm gonna reveal. You guys won't be able to see something. Go to Joel 2 and 28.
Order the one. It's the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 28.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions.
So don't this sound familiar? If you're following along, you can precept that with, what was it? Where were we at? In Acts 2 and 17. So God said through the prophet of Joel that he's going to pour out his spirit amongst all flesh. That they're going to be prophesying and have dreams and see things of the end times. And when I say end times, I just don't mean like we're living. Some brothers and sisters teach that we're living in the end times. That's not. Some brothers and sisters, when a new year comes upon us, they'll have the Most High God will give them a dream, a prophetic dream, or another brother or sister will have a dream and they will tell that dream to a higher individual and they will interpret that dream like Joseph did, right? One of the sons of Jacob. One of the sons of Jacob, the father of Manasseh and help me out, Manasseh and Ephraim. Joseph interpreted dreams for the Pharaoh. Same thing happening. The same spirit is back on earth. I'm trying to make this plain. That does happen, and I've seen it come to pass before my eyes. Right? Go to Amos. I want this in the NLT. Go to Amos 3 and 7, and let's switch readers. Roxy, don't be giving away all my secrets. Get that to me in the NLT. I'm gonna read it here. You got it?
You want it in the NLT? Amos 3 and 7?
Con. The New Living Translation.
I got it. Can you see? I can't see the.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Oh, let me put this on the screen. Okay. It's Amos chapter 3 and verse 7 in the NLT. Indeed, the sovereign Lord never does anything until he reveals his plans to his servants, the prophets.
So again, as I'm building up, brothers and sisters should see a pattern in the Bible of what I'm painting, for you to discern what it is a dream from the Most High God. We're almost there with it. We're almost there with it. We're almost there. We still in the sky. We're still in the sky. Read that again.
Indeed, the sovereign God never does. I'm sorry. Indeed, the sovereign Lord never does anything until he reveals his plans to his servants, the prophets.
So God is not going to do, or Yahweh, he's not going to do anything, but he's going to reveal his plans to his servants. And his servants are the ones who follow or obeys the Torah. Very self-explanatory. We can get into that. Those are his servants. And if you're obeying the Torah, the laws of God, you'll be able to decipher which dream is a vanity and which dream is, wait a minute, do I need to act on this, or is this something I need to remember or put over here? Is this a warning or something? Or, and when I say warning, I don't mean something, it doesn't have to be big. Sometimes it could be for your personal life or around the people that you congregate. Right? It's different levels. Go to we in Amos. Go to now let's take a break. Let's take a break as we add fans.
The quiet storm. quiet storm. Yeah, yeah.
All praise to the Most High God. All praise to the Most High. Give me Proverbs 20 and 26.
Count to one.
It's Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
A wise king scattereth the wicked and bringeth the wheel over them.
What does Solomon mean by this? Why would the wise king scatter the wicked? What does it have to do with you wicked people that are contrary to you? They have dreams too. Don't you know that? So a king that is wise is going to scatter the people. He's going to separate the people that are on the straight and narrow, so you can see those people that are against you, the wicked. Another way you can look at this or break this down is that the king is going to scatter the wicked people for having for narrow-mindedness. You too narrow-minded. One of y'all give me the definition of narrow-minded. You have a lack of foresight. For there are multiple kings, rulers over the people. I don't mean a king with just as in what's like Harry Potter, right? You talk about that after he's Purim. Not like Harry Potter. You got a king. I can't remember if Harry Potter had. But y'all know, I ain't talking about olden time kings. When I say kings, I mean rulers of the land. Today, our president today will be the king of America. If someone would write it in Old English, write the history in Old English today, they won't say the president. They'll say the king of America, the king of Mexico, the king of China, the rulers, right? But you also have minor kings, right? You also have governments can be looked at as kings, right? Or mountains. But the Bible teaches that Christ is the King of kings, and through his spirit that the Most High God is going to pour upon all flesh, different spirits. I seen lots of spirits, right? Lots of spirits. It's going to be poured out amongst the flesh. So Christ being the King of Kings, he's going to separate different things. Narrow-mindedness. You having let's read that definition. Not willing to listen or tolerate people's views. You're stuck in your ways. I was taught this, and this is the only thing. Where is it at? Yes, I'm a Bible believer, but I am open to hear other things because it's okay to change your mind after new correct information is revealed unto you. After you've proven that, after you establish truth in that new information. But because you're stuck in your ways, God is going to put a spirit on the people that have rule or authority over you to separate those that are narrow-minded. You lack foresight. You don't see the bigger picture. Get the bigger picture. Some people don't see that. You don't want to be caught up in those. Let's advance. Go to John 11 and 49. I thought I was going to get real spooky and this, that, and no, I'm giving y'all simple, basic instruction, basic understanding for you to discern dreams on your own. For I believe Paul said, let everyone work out their own salvation. I'm teaching you what the Bible says and giving you the wisdom of the Bible. And for you, it's up upon you to discern these things, even when you have your own personal dreams and other dreams from others. Go ahead and read me that, Asala.
It's John 11 and 49. And one of them named Caiaphas, being the high priest that same year, said unto them, ye know nothing at all.
Read.
Nor consider that it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people, and that the whole nation perish not.
So Caiaphas, you go to the next verse. So Caiaphas is talking about, hey, don't y'all know that one man is going to die for the whole people? But they're scoffing him. They said, no, impossible. Read on.
And this spake he not of himself, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that Yahushua should die for that nation.
Right, read.
And not for that nation only, but that also he should gather together in one the children of God that were scattered abroad.
So not for one, but who are these children of God? I had one of my teachers tell me a few months ago that, hey, we're still in the same state. That means it's still people that needs to get this understanding. So not just one nation only, just not you guys in y'all's clique. You have people all scattered across the four corners of the earth that has not received and understand that they need to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. So when all hell breaks loose, they'd be on the straight and narrow, and they won't get bugged out. That's why wise king is going to scatter the wicked. People are, we see that now. Everybody is scattered, even within the Israelite community. Everybody is scattered. Brothers teaching wild things. Brothers teaching vassalship. You got, I mean, I'm seeing Israelites puffing heavy. And I ain't talking about no babes, right? Israelites puffing heavy, willfully eating the abominable things, getting fresh ink. What the hell is going on? The wicked is being scattered. It got too much for you. Like I said in the beginning of the class, this life is going to get rough. It's not going to get easy. It's going to get more challenging day by day, but it's up to you for you to stay on the straight and narrow. You got to be grounded. You got to be grounded. Don't get bugged out by your own or others' dreams. Don't try to sit here. What does this mean? Hey, if you kind of got to understand it, you got to understand it. And the Most High God talked to Moses in plain talk, simple. Don't let it be too far out. Let your dreams make sense. Caiaphas had a dream that made sense. It seemed bugged out to others, but it made sense. Let your dream, sometimes it maybe seem outer space to others, but for you, I'm trying to make this plain. But if you explain this to someone that is on one accord and one accord with you in the same like spirit as you, and you explain it to them, and you may explain to another party with 2 or 3 witnesses, let a matter be established, and they all agree on the same thing, you may be correct. Not too far spaced out. Why I like to call this. A lot of our sisters have wild kingdom thoughts. Give me Luke. I think I want to go to Luke 14 and 23. Caiaphas didn't have no wild kingdom thought. Go ahead and read that. I stop.
Luke 14:23. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and the hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
Read. Read all the way down to 27.
For I say unto you that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. And there went great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them,
What did he say?
If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife, children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
Mm-hmm.
And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple.
So is Christ teaching you to hate your mother and your father? No. That would be breaking the laws. He's talking in a parable here. He's teaching you what I just taught in John 11:49, and then Proverbs 20. A wise king scattereth the wicked. Caiaphas, being the high priest, a wise king at the time, he scattereth the wicked. But those who hear his words, those who obey his voice, is going to hear. Life, in a sense of indifference to a reality, to a relative disregard for them in the comparison with his attitude towards God. The attitude that you have towards your family members is not to break the law, to hate them. They may not be on the same, what I'm saying is, they may not be on the same journey that what God has you on. And the way that they think, you gotta hate that. Some of our parents or some of our family, I'm gonna say this, some of our family members still think it's okay to eat the abominable things. Some of our family members still think it's okay to sleep around. Christ teaches you to hate those things. And if you're around that, and that gets in your spirit, you're not gonna be able to do this work, to be that light, to give people the understanding. That's why, like I said, I've been said it. It's not gonna, read that again, 27.
Verse 27. And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple.
For you to be a disciple of Christ, you have to be able to endure hard times, tribulation. Understand it's gonna get more. Give me Acts, I'm gonna skip a few. I ain't gonna get, because we had enough of that. Give me Acts 16 and 9. And I'm gonna let y'all jump. I'm gonna let y'all jump in there. Oh, you got a point?
Just a quick point, just to close that end concerning, of course, Christ not contradicting the law there. Christ teaches you 2 chapters later, or I say 4 chapters later, in Luke 18 and verse 18 through 20, to honor your father and your mother. He's not telling you to hate them. What he's teaching you is, of course, that you can't have them to become more so of more value to you than that of God. You can't even do that with your own life. Pretty much, if you're not willing to, because that's what sacrifice is, you giving something in return, or you giving something in favor of something that's more valuable to you. If you're not willing to do that for your family, for your own life, and concerns of God, then you're not worthy to be the disciple of Christ. Because what Christ's walk, it requires is, of course, you have to change your own ways, and of course, teach others to do the same thing. But if you're not willing to submit yourself to, again, that walk, and to walk on that path, then again, it's not personal, it's business. And I yield there.
Hey, Don, go ahead and read that, Acts 16 and 9. Let's look at Paul.
The book of Acts 16 and verse 9. And a vision appeared to Paul in the night. There stood a man of Macedonia and prayed him, saying, come over so I can come over into Macedonia and help us.
Read.
And after he had seen the vision, immediately we endeavored to go into Macedonia, assuredly gathering that the Lord had called us for to preach the gospel unto them.
Read.
Therefore, loosing from Troas, we came with a straight course to Samothracia, and the next day unto Neapolis. So
right there, that's enough on that. This is one example of Paul Paul had many dreams. Paul had many dreams. But every dream that Paul had, it was the furthering for the people. It was for further advancement of the people. Because go back to what is that? 9. Go back to 9. I'm showing y'all something. I'm showing y'all how to decipher. Y'all thought I was gonna go there, which I am gonna go a bit. I am going to give reverence to a leader in this truth. Paul said this. I mean, not Paul. I mean, yes. Paul had a vision. And he seen a man praying that his people needed help. The Most High God revealed that to Paul through a vision, through a dream. And what did Paul do? He went out and did that thing. And I believe Macedonia. Who's in Macedonia? What book is that? Is that
Macedonians is the Greek.
You said what?
I said the Macedonians is the Greeks. That's where Alexander the Greek came from.
Okay, Greeks.
Are you thinking about Thessalonians?
Thessalonians. That's something. Yeah, Thessalonians. And therefore, we have. I couldn't think. I was between. I knew it wasn't Galatia. I want to say Galatians. Thessalonians. The Thessalonians was over there. Thus, now you have the book of Thessalonians. And Paul gave a wise counsel in the book of Thessalonians. I'm pulling from the top of my head. He said something to Macedonia. To the Thessalonians in Macedonia. To abstain from the appearance of evil.
Right.
You have to abstain from. Sometimes in your dreams, don't act on every dream. Sometimes you will have wild dreams. Sometimes you will have dreams that will try to get you to break the law. You'll try to go off and eat things, and then sometimes you be like Peter. I don't got to get it. Sometimes you be like Peter and you say, Lord, not so. I haven't eaten anything common or unclean.
Hey, lock it one.
Rise, Peter, and eat. Rise, Theo, and eat. No. Or sometimes it'll be something that's going off, and you yourself, you know this is a dream, but you're so convicted in yourself, and you not do that. But sometimes that temptation comes, and you give into that thing in your dream, and you wake up, you're like, it's because you didn't enjoy that thing. Go ahead, King.
So lock it one. If anybody that's on this class has kept Day of Atonement before and went to sleep during Day of Atonement on accident, I know brothers and sisters have had this one dream where you just eating, you just munching, and you fasting, you wake up, you like, oh no. I know brothers and sisters have had that dream, man, but that's exactly what I don't want to talking about, right? Mm-hmm. Outside, he laughing because brothers, we've had that dream, man. At the same time, I know even still, if it'll happen with like the most minor thing, like just food, it could definitely happen with like deeper lust, greater sense of so definitely you got to discern these things, right? It's not just because you woke up from the dream is not supposed to say, oh my God, I gotta go do it. No. To answer this question,
not yet.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it be like, are you waking up? I didn't put my hair all over the place because as I teach this, I'm teaching myself and I'm not hiding anything. And I really did that before. And I had to repent from that thing in my dream because I went off in my dream because my conscience was so convicted by it was. And I said, let me not enjoy that, even though I enjoyed it in my dream, but I knew it was off. So I said, And then sometimes I feel a little bit wrong because I'm like, I ain't convicted. But then sometimes it's your subconscious because some of those things that you're kind of dealing with, you're suppressing. You try not to, but then kind of battling that thing, right? You're dealing with that. You was looking for a precept? You're on mute.
Yeah, I'm trying not to Google it. I know it's in James, maybe 4 and 17. 5 and 17.
And then, but go ahead, Q. Go ahead. I kind of want to. I want that to sit on the sister mind. What I just said. On what I just said. Go ahead and read your precept. Then I want you to answer that her question. Oh, let me read the precept. James 4 and 17. Therefore, to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is a sin. Oh, this y'all teach that. Y'all teach it.
I mean, the reason I this kind of popped in my head, and then this precept popped in my head because I don't know. That's a good question. It's interesting. This precept popped in my mind either. Romans 14 and 22, it says, "Hast thou faith, have it to thyself before God. Happy is he that condemneth not himself in the thing that which he alloweth. And he that doubteth is damned if he eat, because he eateth not in faith. For whatsoever is not of faith is sin." So if whatever happened in your dream convicts you, in your spirit, in your mind, hey man, you got to go repent to the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? Because if anything that you're doing and it's not in faith, hey, Paul told us that's sin. And obviously this is contextually is talking about idolatry, but I mean, it applies. It's the intent that is the purpose, right? And then going back to that James, right? Therefore, to him or her that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him or her it is sin. If you know something, like that goes back to that argument Paul was making. If it's convicting your mind, if you know, like, dang, like I was going off in that dream, like, go ahead and repent. What can praying to the Most High God for forgiveness and mercy, how could that be a bad thing for you? You know, like that can only bring good. Praying to the Most High and asking him for forgiveness, that can only bring good things to you, right? Rather than just, it's better be safe than sorry. I guess that's kind of what I'm saying. But no, that's my answer. How you?
Go ahead, Q. You froze.
Oh, Salakia. I was just gonna add on to that. More so, I would say, in the dream, it's not like you physically committed the act of sin, right? Like a dream is not like a pocket dimension where you actually just committed this against God and he's going to hold that against you. But what I would say is this: it could be a sign that there's some washing that needs to be done, right? It could be a sign that, Father, like, yo, like you gotta because again, the Father, he searches the intents and the thoughts of the heart. Ezekiel 11 and 15, it tells us that he knows what comes into every last one of our minds, right? And of course, that sin, it begins there. So definitely, I wouldn't say that you committed the sin in your dream, therefore that's a sin that's laid onto your charge. But what I would say is this: ask the Father again, and of course examine yourself. I would say, because that's what I started doing after I have a dream like that. Like I'd be like, yo, what was I doing? Oh, good God. Of course, not like with like the joking, like the laugh or anything, because it's real conviction, right? But instead, I'm like, yo, that's leaven that got to be purged out, is what I'm saying. In the spirit of Passover. I'll read that in Psalm 51 and 10.
Kind of the one. This Psalm 51 and 10. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me.
So we pray and ask the Father to create within us a clean mind and a right spirit within us, right? That stain, that of course, that wickedness we was doing in the world, it doesn't remain there, right? Because it's like a blot on our conscience. And of course, it's always theirs. But at the same time, and of course, that doesn't lead us back into that actual action, right? That again, the Father's presence, he stays with you, that his influence is what leads you, right? That you have a dream next time. And of course, that same temptation is presented to you. and you denying it and you rebuking it in the dream, man. That's possible as well, right?
Peter did it.
Counter to one, Peter did do that, right? But of course, see these things from the Father, man. I love those kind of dreams, right? But I don't want to jump the gun. I do got to.
We're gonna get it.
We gonna get it. I'm gonna yield there.
We're gonna get it. You know, sometimes even when you're riding down the street, I thought about a dream that I went off in, and I'm like, and it came back up. Give me where I want to go. Give me Isaiah 6:1. Give me Isaiah 6:1. Me, Jason 4 says, if we are in our dreams, are we in or out the matrix? So I'm not sure if you catch the first half of our class. You may want to, your question is in the first half of the class. I broke that down, but I didn't break it down the way it's saying cut and dry. I didn't make it black and white. But the way I broke it down, the scientific reason behind why we have our dreams, I believe it will answer your question. But in short, I do want you to go back to the class after we're almost out of here to watch the beginning portion of this, where I broke down the scientific reasons of our dreams. But I understand your question. What I would say to this is no. When you're in your dreams, you're still here. You're not in a different realm, a spooky realm. And when I understand, hey, I'm open to hear other brothers' doctrines on this. But what we teach and what the Bible teaches, and not only what the Bible teaches, scientists that are non-Bible believers actually back this up. I got it from scientists, psychologists, right? You have when you're in a dream, you have 4 different dream states. I'm going through it real quick, but for you, but go back to the class so I'll break it down in detail. You have 4 dream states. In 1 and 2, we have rapid eye movements, kind of in a trance. You have a deep sleep where you're just dead asleep, no dreams, nothing at all. You got the drool, slob, all that all over your face, right? You got the imprints, right? Then you have the fourth. You have the fourth level where it's called a REM, not a REM, but a REM, REM, where your dreams all connects, stress, difficult things that are going on in your life, emotions, this, that, and the third. Your frontal part of your lobe shuts down. It's not shuts down. It's inactive. Let me use correct terminology. It's inactive, and it's called the hippocampus part of your brain, which makes you have dreams. You end up having an effect indirectly, letting your hippocampus, that part of your brain that activates when you're in the REM period of your sleep, it runs crazy. And you may think, some brothers and sisters may think you're not in reality. Some brothers and sisters believe that when you're like, we're dreaming right now, we're asleep right now. Like, this is not real. And when you actually do go to sleep, you're actually awake. I understand it, but in being real, I don't see that. So my answer to that will be not no. For you, now let's get spiritual. You continue to keep the laws, like the laws, statutes, and commandments, and you waking up. If you want to say that your third eye is open, right? I'm gonna use that very loosely. You keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. You see things the other people just can't seem to see. You are out of the matrix. I understand your question, though. I understand it, but I'm gonna leave it at that. You have something, Q?
Counter to one. I would also add, for brothers and sisters' edification, is that it's like, think about the dreams that we see within the Bible. When you look at like Pharaoh's dream, for instance, when he sees like the green ears of corn that's eaten by the ill-favored ears of corn, it's not like that actually happened, but instead it's just a vision that he's received within his subconscious mind as he's sleeping. But he was able to retain that thought. But even still, when it comes to other dreams that you may see, like think about when it comes to Jacob's ladder, was he literally like brought up to God? Like, no, right? We're not going to say that Jacob ascended into heaven, but instead that it was a dream. It was what he seen again while he was asleep, or that's what he did within his sleep, right? But it's not exactly like you committed a physical action, is what I'm saying. Like you killed somebody in your dream or something like that, which God forbid. I mean, anybody be dreaming of stuff like that, but that happens. It's not like
bodies. I didn't call it a few bodies. Lock me up.
Shoot. But in order for us to say,
right, mofos have to slack.
Shoot. But for us to say, well, that's a sin in your dream, we have to say you committed a sin unto death. Like, so we can't say that to say that dreams are your real life, but instead that pretty much it's just that, it's just a dream, right? If it be not sent from God, give not your mind over to it. Now you
right. You may want to go back. I'm not sure the part that you came in at, but we kind of, I kind of like the brother said in part of this portion of the class. He said I was in a crock pot, right? I kind of built up to this moment where we're at right now for you to understand. But I understand it. No, you keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, and understanding what God has you to do. You separating yourself from you hollowing yourself, making yourself separate from the world. Be not of the world, be not in the world, but I would go. I don't want to misphrase that.
Be in the world, but not of the world.
Be in the world, but not of the world. You being in the world and not of the world, you are out of the matrix. Because you can see things. A sister put me on an old movie. I forgot it's called Two Something. Number with glasses. I think it's on a movie that's called Glasses. And the brother, he put them glasses on, and he was able to see. He was able to see shit in lizard peoples and all of that stuff. It's an old movie.
Oh,
I can't think. Which I do gotta watch.
Is it called They Live?
They Live, something like that. If the sisters on here watch it, drop it in the chat for me. Drop the, you know what I'm talking about. You sent that to me. Give me read that. Let's go to Isaiah 6:1. I'm gonna show y'all one more prophet that had a dream. And then we're going to go to Ecclesiastes or Sirach 34. And then I'm going to say something. I'm actually going to say something before we get to Sirach. So go ahead and read that, Asala.
This book of Isaiah 6:1. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw also the Lord sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple.
And what did the angels cry?
Above it stood the seraphims. Each one had 6 wings. With twain he covered his face, and with twain he covered his feet, and with twain he did fly. And one cried unto another and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory.
It used to be a song, right? Called Hosanna. Not Kirk Franklin. Y'all haven't heard this song unless you're really deep in the church, right? It says, I see the Lord sitting up on the throne, and his train filled, the train of his robe filled the temple. This is what this verse came, that's where that song came from. And I understood it now. His train, this was a vision. A dream, right? The train filled the temple, and the angel cried, Holy, holy, holy. Right? The whole earth, the Lord of hosts, the whole earth is full of his glory. This is a vision this is a dream that Isaiah is seeing. Read on. Read down to 8.
And the posts of the door moved at the voice of him that cried, and the house was filled with smoke. Then said I, woe is me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of people of unclean lips. For my eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts. Then flew one of the seraphims unto me, having a live coal in his hands, which he had taken with the tongs from off the altar.
So Isaiah is saying, Isaiah is having a dream right now. And he's seen he was in the midst of unclean. I mean, he knew he was living in the midst of unclean people. And even himself, he thought himself was even, he was not, what is Isaiah saying? Pull it up. He wasn't worthy. In a dream, he's teaching that he's not worthy. Right? Go back, finish reading where you left off at. Yep, 7.
And he laid it upon my mouth and said, Lo, this hath touched thy lips, and thine iniquity is taken away, and thy sin is purged.
Right? So Isaiah repented in this dream. Read.
Verse 8. Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send, and whom will I give for us? Then said I, Here am I, send me.
And after the Most High God hallowed Isaiah, God gave him this charge right here in a dream. It's a correlation that's going on with the prophets. They all was doing, when they had dreams, it was all for the advancement of their people. It was all for a betterment of oneself and their people. Go to let's get I know where you want to go to, Q. Go to Sirach.
Powder away.
Go to Sirach. Gorilla Hebrew. He had a dream. I'm a paraphrase. I'm paraphrase this. I can't remember it all. And he had a dream, and his dream was, he said that he seen stars falling from the sky. And whether you like it or not, the way your views on Gorilla Hebrew, my Adawan, one of my teachers in this truth.
That's right.
He said that he didn't exclude himself from that dream. But the dream was literal stars falling from the sky. It's many ways brothers can interpret that dream. Whether that, what it means, stars falling down, okay, maybe missiles, wars, right? But another word for stars is people of high stature in this truth. And we've seen many stars have fallen. You go check out Gorilla Hebrew. He explains it. I just paraphrase that because myself, I haven't had any dream. I've had dreams that have come to truth, have come to pass, but I haven't had no quote unquote spiritual dreams. Most High God haven't given me that he hasn't given me that ability yet, but he has given me dreams where personal things in my life for me to for guidance, this, that, and the third, which I really had. Let me think that, but I've had spiritual dreams. Those spiritual dreams have not come to pass, right? Because sometimes the things that you hear, your brain is so vivid and it paints things because other brothers are saying it and other sisters are saying it, and the things that you're seeing on day to day, it kind of comes, it's all kind of, like I said, that hippocampus part of your brain, it tries to organize everything together. Right. But with that being said, Ecclesiastic, we're going to end out on this. Ecclesiastic is 34. I think let's start from the top. Is that where we want to start? Let's start from the top.
Counter to one. I can read it. It's the book of Sirach.
Go ahead. I let Asala read it. I know you
counted one.
In there.
Hey, Con, this Sirach 34 from the top. The hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false, and dreams lift up fools.
Go ahead, break that down.
I mean, yeah, let's read that again. Are you want me to, or I don't want Quabzala?
You can read it again and let Quabzala break it down.
Okay.
Counter to one.
Reading again. The hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false, and dreams lift up fools.
So a lot of our hopes, right, are vain and false, right? The scriptures tell us that our hearts muse upon many different things, man. Of course, it's many desires within a man's heart, but a lot of these things, of course, is ultimately vanity, right? Solomon teaches us that expressly all throughout the book of Ecclesiastes, and it's a sentiment that Sirach echoes right here. But he tells us that dreams lifts up fools for a particular reason. We continue to read.
Verse 2. Whoso regardeth dreams is like him that catcheth a shadow and followeth after the wind.
Because again, it's something that didn't happen, right? Now, I'm not saying that there's dreams that don't come to pass. He's going to explain that, but he's saying that just going after every single shoot, dream is like chasing after every single shadow that walks by, right? Or after following after the wind. There's many different winds out here, right? And it's going in many different directions, right? But the wind that you got to follow along with is, again, that ruach, that spirit, right? The breath of God, his influence in your life. Continue to read.
Verse 3. The vision of dreams is the resemblance of one thing to another, even as the likeness of a face to a face.
So the vision of dreams is like the resemblance of one thing to another. It's like seeing a face to a face, right? It's like seeing something that you're trying to recall it, right? And again, what was going into that earlier, how it works even with the subconscious mind. You're trying to recall these different things that, of course, have gone throughout your life, right? It's trying to like remember, yo, that thought that you had about this person at the grocery store, like, yo, who is that? It's bringing up stuff like that, and it's pondering about it. It's trying to recall those things. Continue to read.
Of an unclean thing, what can be cleansed? And from that thing which is false, what truth can come?
So of an unclean thing, what can be cleansed? And of a thing that is false, what truth can come? You over here took this dream that you had about your ex. You taking this dream that you had oh yeah, that could go into some crazy territory. But I say our sisters do this a lot, man. You get upset about something that you seen in a dream. I had a dream that you cheated on me. What? And you mad about it the whole day. You're not talking to me or nothing. Huh? You had a dream? What are you talking about? That's the response that we have, right?
It's the wrong spirit.
The wrong spirit. You operated, and then we got a yellow, right? Of course not. See, that ain't gonna work.
We gotta yell.
Yeah, you yelling in the spirit, right? But again,
Simply raising your voice. That's it.
Yeah, but the dream was false, though. No truth can come from that. But here it is. You're trying to bring it out. You're trying to make this a clean thing, right? You're trying to make it a pure understanding, right? When this comes from many different places. Let me get Sirach chapter 40 real quick. We're gonna hold this real quick. You don't got to put up on the screen. Just get Sirach chapter 40 and verse 1.
Okay. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 40, and verse 1. Great travail is created for every man, and an heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam, from the day that they go out of their mother's womb to the day that they return to the mother of all things.
So we all deal with these things. We all have a mind, right? I would say that that's, again, that heavy yoke that we all under, right? The conscience that we have to bear, right? Of course, with many different things. There's a lot of things we got to think about. The scriptures tell us that a man's mind is as a watchman that has 7 people, as a tower that has 7 people trying to report back of what's going on in the city, right? But we got to deal with this every single day of our lives, right? And of course, it appears even within our dreams. Continue to read.
Their imagination of things to come and the day of death. Their imagination of things to come.
Your imagination of a bad situation. Your imagination of a heavy scenario, right? In the day of death, trouble their thoughts and cause fear of the mind, right? All these things is what dreams can come from, right? And the scripture's gonna say that. But jump down to verse number 5.
Verse 5. Wrath and envy, trouble and unquietness, fear of death and anger and strife. And in the time of rest upon his bed, his night sleep do change his knowledge.
So you're letting all these factors come in and causing you to change your knowledge on facts and reality, right? Here it is. You ran with this understanding that your boyfriend is going to cheat on you because of a dream you had, sis. Stop it. That's you trying to bring that unclean thing out of a false thing, right? Go back to Sirach 34 real quick. I never dealt with that, but I've heard horror stories. I've heard some bad things.
Lucky brother, huh?
Yo, read verse 5. Read verse 5.
Divinations and soothsayings and dreams are vain, and the heart fancieth as a woman's heart in travail.
Everything that the other one was going into earlier concerning the scientific side of this, I would say it perfectly explains this scripture. It's how the heart fancies as a woman in travail. It's got many things going through it, right? It's frantic at times, right? And of course, it's very high paced, or it can be very emotional, right? But at the same time, the wisdom is within the balance of this. Reverse 6.
6. If they be not sent from the Most High in thy visitation, set not thy heart upon them.
So some dreams, yes, can be sent from the Most High, but you have to discern it, right? It's some things the Most High may plain upon tables. You wake up from that dream like, okay, counter to 1. You wake up, I do like, okay, counter to 1. I understand, and shoot, if it be sent from Yahweh, right, you gonna know that thing. But other than that, you're not supposed to set your heart upon these things, right? You're not supposed to say, well, I won't say. I'm saying because, like, hold on, let me make sure that I'm saying this correctly. When it comes to what the sister said in the chat, it's some things that you can see within your dreams that can very well come to pass, right? Shoot, that foreseeing of the evil, right, that you have, it could appear within, again, a dream, right? But at the same time, yes, discernment. But at the same time, you're not supposed to. It's a way that you go about these things, right? Sirach's trying to give us some wisdom concerning, of course, not placing our trust within these things, but of course, placing our trust within the will of the Most High God, right? Read verse 7. I'm gonna get ready to yield to the captain.
7. For dreams have deceived many, and they have failed that put their trust in them.
So again, dreams can deceive you, right? You place your trust within this dream. Oh yeah, man, I had a dream that parlay hit, man, and we was in Vegas with it, brother. And you see, you getting ready to now you getting ready to take a flight down to Vegas because you feel like that parlay gonna hit, man, right?
My God,
yo, and you get ready to act a fool, and you thinking, yes, I seen it in a dream. Surely I did, right? But you're not even realizing that you deceiving. Now I'm using a goofy example, but apply this to where it's needed within your life. You could have a dream about many things. It's many things that come into my mind when it comes to dreams, right? But always keep the Most High at the forefront of this. Read verse 8 real quick, then I'm a you. Because Sirach tells us where to put our trust in, right?
The law shall be found perfect without lies, and wisdom is perfection to a faithful mouth.
But the law shall be found perfect without lies, man. Placing our trust that we know that the Lord hears us in our petitions, right? Why is that? Because we fear him and we keep his commandments, right? And that the things that we ask him will be done if it be according to his will, right? Like 1 John 5:14 tells us, right? But placing your trust within, well, I seen it in a dream. No, it has to align with God's will in order for it to happen. That's pretty much all he's saying here, right? If the Most High don't want it to happen, hey, that's what you got to trust within. Okay, is this what Yahweh is going to allow to happen? That's what I'm going to look out for. But you're not supposed to look out for, okay, I'm trying to see how this dream is going to fit within my life. I'm trying to put the pieces into the timeline, right? And I'm going to yield there.
Hey, Khan. Q, I put up on the screen. Give me Proverbs 13:3 in the GNT, and then Asala. Hold me Proverbs 14. I believe I want 23.
Counter to one. Said Proverbs 14:23. Counter to one.
I want to answer this sister question here. It's not really a question. I just want to I just want to give this some attention, right? Because some people are like that. Yeah, give me Proverbs 14:23 and just hold that, and then go ahead and read that for me in the GNT, Proverbs 13:3. So I want to give this sister some attention. I don't like to tell my dreams. Many have come true. I understand. And
yeah,
that's true. That is true. That's why I was so invested on this. Okay, Khan, all praises. I want to deal with that first part. Some people don't like to tell their dreams because this, that, and the third, and they think that if I tell this dream or if I tell my plans or whatever, what most like God gave me, it's going to be stripping away. No. I understand that you're trying to guard yourself, but no, what the Most High God has everything in line. He directs your footsteps. If he will allow it to happen, it's going to happen, whether you tell it or not. But Solomon gave us this wisdom. Read that in Proverbs 13:3 in the GNT. Oh, just go ahead and read it for me, Q. When y'all read it in GNT.
Proverbs 14:3.
13:3.
I got it in the KJV.
Yeah. Well, I'll go ahead and read. I'm here. The Proverbs 13. Okay, when y'all read?
Proverbs 13:3 in the NLT, or you said GNT?
The GNT.
In the GNT. GNT, it says, "Be careful what you say and protect your life. A careless talker destroys himself."
So very self-explanatory. You got to be careful of what you say. If you just constantly rambling, you telling everybody your business, you telling everybody your plans, what you got going on, you destroy yourself. Be wise in that. But coupled with that, go ahead and read this.
Counter to one.
Oh yeah. Oh, one of y'all read that. 14:23.
You can see it on the screen. It's Proverbs 14:23. In all labor there is profit, but the talk of the lips tendeth only to penury.
Penury, right? It's a lot of talk in the lips. You can see, me and Q, we brought this up before.
Yeah.
But coupled with that, in all labor there is profit. We're gonna do this, that, and the third. Got it all written down. But the talk of the lips, if you you talk too much. But there's no action behind it, and it only leads to penury. What is penury? Right? Destitution, extreme poverty. You said you was going to do it, but you never did it. You only talked about it. And when you talk about things, the general did this class. You talk about some things and you get that what is it? You get that adrenaline rush, that dopamine. And with you talking about it, you kind of, it feels like that you tricked your brain that you have completed that thing, but you never did it. So I understand it, but don't. That's what it is. That's what it is. Don't feel like if you tell your dreams to somebody, it's some type of spooky supernatural thing. No, it's not. It's not. Yes, some dreams do come from the left-hand side. I think I kind of went over that. I kind of went over that. I have to go back and watch that lesson. If there's no more questions, I pray that this class was edifying. Different kind of class. Y'all got anything? I'm gonna say before I let them go.
I would say one last thing. I say guard your mind. Because the dreams come from a multitude of business, right? But again, if you how we're dealing on a point where it's like you legit seen like a real prophecy, then of course you're gonna know that thing, right? And I yield there.
That's why I brought out. Make sure this was a different kind of lesson. You may have missed some things. You may want to go back from the beginning. I broke scientific version down of this thing here for you to understand when we got to the biblical spiritual side of it and wrapped it all up for it to make sense. Nothing's never too spooky. Don't let the Bible be spooky. I understand it, brothers and sisters. Stop trying to be entertained and just learn. Stop trying to be entertained and just learn. Yes, I know some things can be entertaining, but sometimes within the entertainment, you lose the foresight of the substance that you really need. But with that, with the Sons of Thunder Israelites, who our hopes and heart and prayer desire that all of Israel shall be saved. Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Lama Sabatani, the chef and fame back the Holy Ghost with the Tommy.
The pale horse behind me.
I know you see the chariots suspended all around me.
The lights and the thunder and the sound is astounding.
We in the last days. The Lord with me, tell me why I ever be afraid.
That's why I'm sharpening my blade.
It's hell in the cell, Undertaker on the cage. Throwing mankind from the rafters to the stage. At the same time with his eyes in the blade.
Get a dog if you're afraid. It's written on the page in the scrolls of a sage coming from a different age. Where the last shall be first and the first shall be slaves.
Jesus, the chef in his bag again. 12 tribes finna start battling.
And that's when the bones start rattling.
Thank you for watching. If you wish to donate, you can use Zelle or PayPal. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.